Hold on, if you're seeing this, I set my intention for this to be timeless, but you might need something about this Christmas mood of the Jesus Christ. All right, whatever, fucking fine, let's do it. You've been holding yourself back from something, and if that sounds like you, let me know. I don't, or keep watching, I guess. I don't know quite what it is yet, but I've got the Alleyway Tarot here, Oracle of Plain Secrets in front of me, and the Alleyman's Tarot as well. Those are both bottom up. I don't know how they're fitting in quite yet. We will see. So when I was shuffling those two, my thought was, what lies beyond you? Stop it, like moving forward. I can see with this Eight of Swords that I have up over here, you are holding yourself back intentionally with the Queen of Swords on the bottom of that, the bottom of that deck. But you've got the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So there is something you are holding yourself back from. Something you are holding yourself back from doing, wanting. Oh, okay. So we have the Lore Keeper in reverse. So this might be that somebody is... I'm going to keep shuffling and let this go because I'm not quite sure yet. And I don't want to say too much and take this in the wrong direction. We've got, so on the bottom of the other deck, we have the Ten of Discs, and this is just straight up happiness and can indicate a windfall of money. But we had the Performer under that, so that might be you're doing something for a job that you don't necessarily want to do. And like the other reading I had, Tower Takeover, but in the other reading it was reversed. It was Let It Fall. With this is more, and then we had Prospering and Capture underneath that. So you're carrying something with you. And it sounds at this point like you're not meant to be the one to prosper from this. You have taken something that's not yours and you're prospering from it, and it's going to come crashing down soon. With this Lore Keeper and then grains underneath it, you are about to reap what you have sown. And we had the Lore Keeper in reverse. Now upright, this card is a card of somebody who means well, but they love the information so much that they do tend to gatekeep said information if they think that somebody's not into it for the right reasons, or is being flippant about it occasionally, or and often these people do like to be challenged. But I can see that with this Lore Keeper in reverse, you're not even enjoying the challenge. You're just enjoying the power that you have and that you are getting from this thing that you are holding for yourself. Now I can see is not you holding back, but holding for yourself. Maybe. It's sounding like it's a job. Let's see. It might be a job for you guys. Balance, and then the Cauldron in reverse. So the Cauldron, yeah, you're denying your intuition. The Cauldron is a Queen of Cups of intuition. This is specifically a Queen of Intuition who is heavily, heavily spiritual. But with this and Libra, you're holding yourself back with this. It's out of balance. And I would say that your intuition is telling you that this job even is not for you, if that's what this is. But I'm still not sure. I don't know if there's so many of you that it's a vague collective that I'm reading for, or if it's two specific collectives. So I need to pull a few more and see who I need to be talking to here. Libra, balance. Yeah, you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition here is telling you that something is not feasible, something is not sustainable. And that's Taurus. So Taurus is a card of stubbornness, and you're flat out ignoring this. You're flat out ignoring your intuition, the fact that this is not a sustainable style of being for you. Whether that is your work or... Yeah, it's not with Taurus and this stubbornness in the relation to Earth. This is, I'm gonna say, this is straight up a job that you guys, if you are not happy at your job, this is for you. This is going to come to a head. There is a situation here that's going to come to a head. You are out of balance in denying your intuition. You're kind of throwing yourself in the opposite direction of Lord Keeper and into just straight up Gatekeeper. And that might be what that job calls for. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But we got the Lovers. And this is a card of complete seeing, knowing, and accepting the good and the bad. Okay, the green of jealousy and envy, all the parts of you that you don't like, and then the parts of you that you wish to show to the world that you want to show off, right? It's knowing all of those and accepting all of those. But in relation to this, because it's part of you, it's chained to you. You know, you can't just hide from it and not act with or in or out of concert with it. There's no, you're tied to it. There's no untying. It is part of you. And then we've got the Emperor. So with this job, it feels like this is, you need to accept that this is not something that you want, but this is something that you were handed. And then you have Revolution under that, which is kind of another Tower card, but it is intentional destruction. But with the Tower takeover being reversed in the other reading, that was just letting things break and letting things fall. This is Revolution. This is intentional change. And being proud of who you are and starting a brand new life with all of the burdens that you accept and choose, and then full acceptance of yourself along with self-care. Yeah, just watch out for hyper-focusing on the pleasure part of it once you leave this. It feels like, with all the cards that I just pulled, it feels like this is something more of, excuse me, along the lines of, I'm doing what I was told to do, what I was raised to do, not really necessarily what I want to be doing. And these cards, this reading is letting you know that if you're doing something you're not wanting to be doing, it's going to come to a head. It's going to be noticeable. You are going to have to address it at some point. So, I mean, if you're not going to choose to address it now, I would suggest that you find another avenue of work. With that Taurus card coming out, we don't have a ton of pentacles though, so I wouldn't say that money is something you need to really be worried about. Let's see what else. Let's see what else there is, and we'll go from there. And to make sure I didn't have these reversed. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is plan, action, movement, and then of course not my first rodeo. So this might not be your first time starting over either. It just might be that you really didn't want to. I don't know. Let's see. So we got the Devil and the Knight of Wands. So this is all a card of like, once you start this revolution of self, of situation, your path becomes more clear because you can go just after what you're happy with. And you've learned enough in the job you're in now at this point to have a leg up in that path that you might choose to follow, that dream that you have. But I don't see the Star card either. Interesting. Let's see. What else do you need to know? I don't know if you just need to do it and trust the universe, if you just need to leap and we're looking for the Fool, or if we're looking for the Star here. Eight of Wands. Hold on. So it is meant to be upright, and it is movement towards where you find your, what is this, the Queen of, I believe it is the Queen of Wands. Where you find your passion. Movement towards where you find your passion. You have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands. This is all movement towards your passion. So not to worry about money necessarily, the money aspect of it. You need to get your head out of this stubborn Taurus energy. The only reason this came up, I'm guessing, is because you need that kick in the ass to get moving and get yourself out of, and we got two bovine, bull-headed fucking oxen here. Just go after your passion. You might have set something up. You might be in charge of people. You might have people depending on you. Yes. Use that as passion, fuel, fire to go after what you want. To pursue what you want. To pursue your passion. Yeah, I think that's it. If nothing else comes out here, that's going to be the end of the message, and we're going to see what's on the bottom of the deck as a close. I mean, I just do it, you know? Yeah, nothing else came out. The tower. So we have the tower. We have two towers here as well. Well, 3 towers technically with revolution. Just quit. I mean, make sure you have no money for food and your necessities and real life stuff. Quit and, oh my god, what did I say? The Fool. Quit and start over. This Fool is learn from lessons previous, though. Don't just buy into everything hook, line, and sinker. Don't think that this is going to solve every issue that you've got, but it's going to be a foot in, okay? This quitting your job and moving is going to be a foot in here. With the Draw to the Dark Corners of the World and the Fool, it's going to be a foot into the door. So you are not done yet. This is not your ultimate happiness yet, but you need to push past the idea that you need this specific physical pursuit, job, career, school necessarily to be happy. Okay, it's not going to solve all your problems. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows and everything. Once you choose that path and embark down that path, you're going to have a whole new set of challenges and problems, but you're equipped to handle it. You have learned quite a bit in this school that you've been going through, this emperor status that you've been in, that you were handed for a while. So keep that in mind and make sure that if you are not the emperor, you are still thinking like one, so that you don't, so that you don't end up screwing anybody else over, all right? And let go of the job. Hope this helped. Love you.